Number 13 is a personal favorite, a classic.
Dude.
This brought back so many memories when I watched
this shit just screams vintage, dude.
Oh
my God.
It's the first ever Lions Den match in 1999. Ken Shamrock versus Owen Hart, where Owen Hart was trained by Dan Severn and he showed him the Dragon Sleeper, son. This is the payoff for the feud. Previous to this pay-per-view in July at Fully Loaded, Ken Shamrock and Owen Hart had a match at the Stu Hart Dungeon, which, no lie, folks, I know it sounds crazy, but Stu Hart's Dungeon is just exercise mats on the floor in Stu Hart's basement, in his home, for real, in his house. It's for real his house. That was for real where he lived with his family. And they went into that match, and there were no ropes, no ring. It was mats, like how they train in the dungeon. But they still had like a professional wrestling match, so they like threw him into the walls, and they were taking bumps and all that stuff. And I'll never forget Owen Hart hitting Ken Shamrock in the back of the head with a dumbbell in the back of the head, and you can hear King go, "Look, a dumbbell for a dumbbell." And he hit the fucking mat, and Owen beat him. He beat him in the dungeon match, but then Ken, the follow-up, Ken goes, "Well, we were in your world, now you got to enter my world," hence the Lions Den match. I also want to give this match credit because it was the only match on the card that wasn't in the Garden. That Garden.
I noticed that. They looked like they were off-site.
Yeah, that Garden. Do I have the wrong year now that I'm thinking about this? Because they were in Madison Square Garden Theater. So hold on one second, because I may have my facts wrong on this. Let's double check. Because I'm pretty sure SummerSlam is definitely SummerSlam. It was 98. I have my year wrong. It was 98. There you go. Because the rest of the show took place in the Garden. Their match took place in Madison Square Garden Theater. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with how that works, I was just at the Garden this past weekend, and I've been to the theater before for another show. The Garden itself is like walk in. When you walk in off the street, that level there is the theater. So that's the area. That's where they have a much smaller section. It's usually for like music and concerts and stuff. And then you have to take escalators upstairs to the actual garden, where like the basketball players play and where the rest of this pay-per-view was. So it's not off-site. It's literally in the same building. It's just a different floor. It's a different section. So the brilliance to sell out the Garden and sell out the downstairs theater just for that one fucking match. Because if you were in the theater, you got the one match live, and then you got the screen for the rest of the show. So I think people still had fun. I remember hearing from friends I had a friend who went to the theater. It was a cheaper ticket, so he went to the theater. He still got to watch the whole pay-per-view with wrestling fans and still got the ambiance and all that, but then he got the Lions Den match live. So I was like, oh, bro, that must have been so cool. So, yeah, Lions Den for me, what a memory. And then
that finished
with the run up the cage.
We can't walk past that shit. Was fire. It reminded me of the Kurt Angle finish.
Oh,
I felt like it would have been as dope if they landed it.
Yeah, this one landed.
So the idea was great. They fucking hit it.
They hit it.
Like it was so perfect how they did it in the end. I popped for that shit. I was like, oh my God, that finish was fire.
I always loved Ken's intensity and the theme. And then you combine that with like JR's reaction to the win. So it was like he does it, he puts him in the ankle lock, and Owen taps, and you see him scream and go to the top of the cage, and JR goes, "And Shamrock is the king of the Lions Den." And you hear, I was like, oh shit! I was watching this at work, going fucking nuts. My coworker was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? He's the king of the Lions Den, bitch. That's what's wrong."
That shit was fire. This match was really good. I enjoyed watching this shit, dude.
This was it. This was a dope fucking match, and it stood out. For me, it always stood out.